Election Day is November 5th, and we're sitting down with Norwalk's candidates for Common Council and Board of Education, and we're asking them for their qualifications, their opinions, and their visions for Norwalk. Tell us why you're running. Kind of give us an idea of what made you want to take on this challenge and why you think you're qualified to be on the Board of Education.
Okay. Well, I decided to run. I was born and raised here in Norwalk. I feel that the Board of Education was an important part of my life. If it wasn't for the teachers that I met, as well as some of the coaches, I would not be where I am today. Growing up in a single-parent home with 4 other siblings was very difficult times. So in that, looking back at what's transpired this past year with the Board of Education and the budgets and a lot of the struggles, I just felt that something had to be done. And, me sitting on the sidelines wasn't going to help any. And I feel that our kids of Norwalk should have the same opportunities that I had growing up. And I just feel that some of that, has been taken away a little. And the people of Norwalk, the taxpayers, the families, and the children have the right to know what's going on in the Board of Education. And I feel that a lot of the members, when asked questions, they're evasive, or they don't answer the question, or they don't get back to someone. And these are the elected officials that put them there. And I feel that it's a responsibility for us to answer all the questions and make sure that we communicate better with the community.
Why do you feel like you're qualified for the board?
Well, I feel that I'm qualified because I'm an individual that has no political agenda. I'm here for the people of Norwalk, for the family, the children, the taxpayers. I've volunteered my time countless hours, from coaching baseball, coaching football, to the Norwalk Athletic Association Committee, to the Marvin PTO. I'm not looking for the Board of Ed to be a stepping stone for me. This is pretty much where I'm going to be. And so what you see is what you get. I'm a concerned parent, a concerned taxpayer, and I want to do the best that I can.
Tell us about the party and why you're running on this particular line on the ballot.
Well, obviously it's the Norwalk Community Values, and Steve and I kind of came together almost like the perfect storm, where we see a lot of things very similar. We agree on a lot of things. There's certain things that we don't agree on, but we respect each other enough to come together on a table and sit and discuss the differences. And that's what we feel that the Board of Ed should be. There should be no politics. It's okay if you have differences, but let's sit and talk about it and see if there can be some type of a compromise. So in speaking with Steve and having the similar values that we had and the similar concerns for the people, we just felt that, let's not put politics in this at all. Let's show the people of Norwalk that we're 2 concerned fathers with a vision, and we want to do this on our own and really without any political backing, because we feel that in the Board of Education there shouldn't be any politics, because when politics get in the way, that's where decisions are made, and most of the times our kids are the one that suffers.
Sure. So community values, let's talk about some of your personal values. If you're elected, what are some of the priorities that you'd like to set for the next 4 years?
Okay. Some of the priorities that I would like to set. Well, let me just go back and talk about values, if you don't mind. I'm currently in the military, and there's in the Army, and there's values that we deal with every day, and that's called leadership. It's loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. These are values that I carry with me every day on my current job, full-time during the day, and same values that I carry on to when I coach. And I try to instill those values as well as on the kids that I coach, because I understand that I am a role model for them. So having those values, and Steve having similar values, that's where we looked at our priorities and what we feel that are the priorities for Norwalk. And the number 1 priority right now, I feel one of them is a language arts program. We need a universal language arts program for elementary school students. Like this, we can we can provide the teachers, the educators, and the professionals the opportunity to have the tools that they need to ensure that they're with the common core standards. And without that, we have elementary schools that are all at different levels. So that's one of the priorities, is installing a language arts program that should have been done already, but because of politics, unfortunately, it hasn't. Other is the budget, which is the main problem and the main struggle in Norwalk. We have to look at the budget, go line by line, ensuring that everything being spent is the best for the students and the taxpayers of Norwalk, and as well as being transparent. Once again, communicating with the people of Norwalk and letting them know what's going on in the Board of Education. So I think these are 3 things that we could really put into place at this time and really start the foundation for Norwalk.
Last question for you would be the relationship between the superintendent and the Board of Education. Obviously, if you're elected, you'll be working with the superintendent quite a bit.
Absolutely.
The relationship between those 2 parties, what do you think that relationship should be?
Well, the relationship should be positive. Once again, there should be open dialogue. We should be there to support the superintendent, Dr. Rivera. He was the one that the Board of Ed felt that he would do the best for the position, and we have to support him. There's going to be differences. There's going to be times where we may not agree with something, but once again, being professionals, we should be able to come to the table and sit and talk about it and really listen to each other, and not just kind of draw a line in the sand and say, no, this is what you're going to do. If we hired him to do a job, we're going to expect him to do the best that he can, but we can't expect him to do it if we're not supporting him. So it has to be a positive relationship, and it has to be mutual respect, and I believe that it will be there.